Hello, everyone. This is Coach Clayton, and this is the Women's Empowerment Interview episode. And today we have Margaret as our guest, and she's going to discuss her amazing journey of overcoming obstacles personally and professionally. Hey, Margaret, welcome.
Thank you, Lakeisha. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for taking the the time out of your busy day to interview with me. I really appreciate it, Margaret.
Thank you so much. And I'm so happy to be here.
Now, your story really intrigued me. You overcame a lot of obstacles in your life. And I was like, I really have to have Margaret on to discuss like how she overcame her obstacles and like just to give advice for other women for inspiration. So thanks again, Margaret, for being here. Yeah, so let's start out. Tell us a little bit about yourself and the obstacles that you had to overcome.
All right, thank you, Lakeisha. My name is Margaret Abukutsa Vidolo. I come from Kenya, East Africa. Now, a short story about who I am. I am published coach. There's a book I've written, The Diamond Underneath. Okay. It's on Amazon. Yes, I'm also a construction consultant.
Okay.
I'm a mother and a wife. And above all that, I'm a child of God. I'm a daughter of God.
That's right.
That makes my story so amazing because whatever I've gone through that was very difficult, God has been my backbone to just help me navigate it. It wasn't easy, but He did. So if I can just dive in a bit of my story.
Absolutely.
To start with, just to make it, engineering is a man's world. But when I was a young girl, I really wanted to be an engineer. And so when I got to college, I realized it's not a walk in the park. So I didn't make it in my exams, the first attempt, second attempt. So I made it after a third attempt. And in itself, you can see it's a challenge. For a young girl, there are many things that I would have done so that maybe I just give up about all this ambition and passion that I have. But even after making it the third attempt, also work wasn't coming easy. So it took quite a while, but finally I got a job. But even as I was getting a job, I had started having a problem with my condition. I would not have regular menses. Then I would get headaches. Then my body would feel lethargic. I would not really work so long. I would feel like I'm so tired. So I started going from doctor to doctor, trying to find out what's wrong with my body because I can't work as usual.
Yeah.
The last doctor I went to, she was a gynecologist because of the menses issue. She took me through a lot and finally she said, maybe you have to do more serious tests. But by then she discovered there was something wrong with my hormonal balancing.
Okay.
And at that point, I began producing milk and I wasn't pregnant.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a hormone called prolactin.
Okay.
So the prolactin hormone was high, it was being overproduced. And that is why I would have milk and I was not, in fact, I was not married per se. But later on, I got married. And after the 2 years in my marriage, that time you're still like in honeymoon, you don't have, you're not in a hurry to get a child. And then after that, the child was not coming. That was also another challenge. It put pressure on me. So when I got the job, I realized I got a medical cover. So I decided to go back to the doctor, the gynecologist, so that we can do the expensive tests and take it to another level. So one of the tests, she said, probably you need to do an MRI for the brain. But by then I didn't understand what it was because I couldn't connect how your hormone can fail balancing and it goes to the brain. But however, I took the MRI scans.
Okay.
So, you know, gynecology just deals with gynecological issues. But then now she now transferred me to a neurosurgeon.
Okay.
So when the neurosurgeon looked at the scan, he told me you have a tumor.
Wow.
I could not understand how. I only just used to hear about tumors, cancers, but I never knew it could happen to me. And so also the journey through the tumor was one hell on earth because first of all, he said, we're going to put you on drugs to try and shrink the tumor.
Okay.
But for 3 months, the tumor was not shrinking. So he said, the only option is to operate on the tumor. But the crazy thing is the tumor is at a very sensitive place.
Okay.
So, you know, the brain is fluid like porridge. So he said, if we go in there, we could touch that place, but it could affect other areas of your brain.
Yeah.
That is why sometimes you find people come out, you can't talk, or if they touch a nerve connected to something like your speech. So he was very skeptical. So he said, I really don't know what to do. So when we were at that.
Can you hear me, Margaret? Record again. Okay.
All right.
All right. So how were your emotions at that time? Because the surgeon said that, you know, it could be at a very sensitive area, which means that he wouldn't be able to promise after the surgery how things would work out for you. How were your emotions at that time?
Wow. It was a very.
Okay.
My emotions were very low.
Yeah.
Because I was sick. I couldn't do anything on my own. My husband had to assist me most of the time. And now here I was, now the doctor, you see, when you're sick, your hopes are on the doctor. Yes. But now the doctor was saying that he had reached his end. Yeah, so it was a very low moment for me, I must say. It was very, very low. Yeah, so, and that is why God plays a big factor for me, because when I had just given up and the doctor had given up, he just said one more thing. We have a doctor from Spain, a neurosurgeon, coming for an exchange program. So he just said, maybe we give it a try. Let's just see what he will say. Okay. So the doctor was in Eldoret for one week. Okay. But I really tried getting him. I wasn't able till on a Thursday. I remember it was the month of June. Okay. So on Thursday, I went to the theater because I was trying to find a way of getting them. It wasn't easy. So they were having lunch. Then I went in. Then he just looked at my MRI films and he said, book her in immediately. Wow. Yeah. And on Friday, he worked on me. Now, they came with the special equipment. Okay. So they were able to reach my brain through the nose. Amazing. And then they started cutting the tumor and squeezing it out up to some level. Wow. So he worked on me from 7 a.m. till 1 a.m. Okay. Wow. Yes. And he packed his equipment and left. I've never met him, but that's when I knew miracles happen. Wow. Yes. 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 And so the greatest miracle that now followed, that was miracle number 1. Yeah. Miracle number 2 now, immediately I conceived. What? I conceived my daughter. She's called Diamond. We called her Diamond because of the attributes of a diamond. Yes, I love it. Yes, yes. Wow. And so even my book, The Diamond Underneath,
Okay. Oh, I love it. Okay.
It's all about my story. You know, a diamond goes through so much. It is formed in a rubble, in a marketplace.
Yeah.
But it's got to take lots of time.
Yeah.
And one of the things is it's built under pressure.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And a lot of pressure. A lot. So, wow. It got interesting because how God commanded a neurosurgeon from Spain to just come for me, because I say he just came for me.
Yeah.
I got him at the last minute.
Yes.
He finished working on me, packed his equipment, and left.
And left. Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
And to that, I even don't know him.
Do you know his name?
No, I've tried finding out, but I haven't known his name.
Wow.
Yeah, that is now the miracle thing God did for me.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. So you have a daughter, you had a immediately conceived, you had a daughter, and you called her Diamond.
Yes.
After so many years of trying and not having.
5 years. After
Wow.
5 years. Yes.
What is one of the biggest takeaways that you have when it comes to that experience? The biggest takeaway?
Wow, the experience, first of all, was very humbling.
Yeah.
Because everybody who saw me in that state was very sympathetic.
Yeah.
But one thing, I just remained close to God. Because I knew even if I'm going through this, God has to give me strength to go through it all.
That's right. That is right.
Humanly speaking, I was giving up, because when every other person you have to hang your hope on, like, gives up on you, but it's only God who gives you a second chance. And that is why I take life so seriously. I don't take life casually, because I know God has given me more than one chance. In my story, I've had many episodes, but miraculously, I'm still alive.
Yes.
Secondly, you know, when you don't have a child, when women, we go through so much, and if we are not helped to handle, it puts your self-esteem so down. And the pressure can be from yourself, from your friends, from your family, from society. So like, if you don't have a child, for one, you're seen like you're barren. And you know, in the African setup, they have a lot of connection with you having children. Wow. So one of the things that helped me out was I had to work on my mind that I'm going through this, but I'll not allow the name to define me.
That's right.
Yeah, I've not made it in the exams, but I'm not a failure.
That's right.
So one of the fundamental things I had to do was go back to define myself, my self-identity. It should not baptize me into what I'm going through, because if you carry on your shoulders, I'm barren, I'm unwanted, you know, people are looking at me, you've been married, there's no child, people are looking at me, you're a failure. You're not even able to focus ahead. And those are some of the things I find women go through so much because of what has happened around them. They forget who they are, and they forget how to live.
Absolutely.
Yes, if I can go on one more last one, but I realize sometimes we go through things and we are not in control.
Yes.
See, like, so many people would stop me in the streets and ask me, why are you not having a baby? But it wasn't my making, you know, it was beyond me. And I had given my life to Christ when I was so young. So I was a straight girl. I never did anything to warrant what I was going through. So I realized, when you realize this thing is beyond what I can control, just let it be. Then
Mhm.
Brené Brown talks about allowing vulnerability to take place.
Yes.
It's a
Yes.
process. Just
Mhm.
allow it. It's a season. It's a process. I know many a times you'd want it to go very fast. Sometimes you
Yeah.
don't want to go through it. But
Mhm.
sometimes just allow the process because it's beyond you.
That's right.
Yeah. So the
That
thing
is
that
right.
I could control was take my medicine on time,
Mhm.
eat well, go for doctor's appointment. That which I have the power to control, let me control it.
I
But
love that.
that is beyond me, then
Exactly.
I will not allow it to put pressure and stress on me.
Oh my gosh. When you
Yeah.
said that you took your power back by focusing on what you can control, that is
Yes.
huge. That is so
Yeah.
huge, especially when you're going through trials and tribulations. Very, very
Sure.
important. And I
Sure.
love the fact that you said that, you're not in control. There's a higher power that's in control and it will be done at his or her time. You know what I
Yes.
mean? I think
Yes.
that is huge too. I also have two daughters. One daughter is a biomedical engineer.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is in medical school and she wants to be an OBGYN.
Yeah.
I think that it's very important for us women to determine how we want our lives to be.
Yes.
We have so much input from when it comes to society telling us what we should do and how we should live.
Exactly.
It's our lives. And as long as
Yes.
we're in close contact with God, or some people they may think of it as a higher power, whatever you
Yes.
call it.
Yes.
As
Yes.
long as you're in touch with that it will send you the information that you need to live the life that you need to live for you, not what society tells you.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, Margaret, I just
Absolutely.
love that story.
Okay.
So okay, so you have you have Diamond,
Yes.
and then you have another daughter, correct?
Yeah, she's called Jewel.
Oh, I love it. I love
And
it.
they just came year after year. So they're
Like,
9
what
months
happened
apart.
here?
Yeah.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love
So
it.
Diamond is 11 now. And Jewel
Nice.
is 10.
Nice. Oh, I love
Yeah.
it. How is
Yeah.
motherhood? What are some of the things that you love about motherhood?
Wow. First of all, when now I was expecting Diamond,
Mhm.
when I went to the doctor, now he told me this is a
Yeah.
precious pregnancy.
Yeah.
Precious means you've been trying to get a baby and now it has happened. We really must take care of her.
Yes.
So I was very cautious with that pregnancy. I'll
Mhm.
not allow anything to come in between me. Any
Yeah.
slight sickness, I would run to the doctor and just
Yes.
want to get everything sorted out.
Mhm.
Then when she came, sometimes she's sleeping, I would peep through just to make sure
Yes.
she's breathing and all that.
Mhm.
And by and by, motherhood has been very awesome and
Yeah.
equally challenging because there's no manual.
That's right. That's
There's
right.
no manual on motherhood, but it has
Mhm.
really been helping us to
Mhm.
just take a day at a time and
Mhm.
just be there with them as they grow. We love it. They are
Yes.
now preteens,
Yeah.
and every stage that comes, we just navigate so well.
Mhm.
And one of the things that has helped me also is trying to do activities together and allowing them to
Yes.
ask you all those questions and you're able to answer.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That's,
It's so important to create memories because
yes,
I'm telling you, Margaret, the time flies like this. I mean,
yes,
I have a 27 and a 23-year-old. I don't know
yes.
where did the time go?
Yeah, there,
So
yes.
please enjoy this time. Enjoy this
Thank
time.
you. Thank
So
you.
you have businesses. You're really powerful. You're ambitious, Margaret. You're an engineer. And you have a
Yes,
construction business, right? It's a construction business, or tell us
yes,
about your businesses.
Okay, one of it is a construction company, since I am a consultant.
Okay.
Yeah, so people consult me when they want to make drawings, when they
Okay.
want to build, I also build, when they want to know what type of material to use, which one will be easy. Yeah. I'm also employed in one of the corporates in Kenya.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, and then I don't live, I work in another city and my family stays in another city. But I make sure on weekends I travel to have time with them.
Okay. Wow.
Yes. Another business that I have is a speaking engagement business.
Okay.
Yeah, where I'm called in forums, and I'm pro women because of what I went through. So
Yes.
my engagements I'm a resilience coach.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I talk to women, I speak to women about being resilient in whatever they are going through.
Okay.
And you see, you don't not only bounce back, because like even me, if after bouncing back, you should be able to go through it and thrive.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, so my speaking engagement is called Spectre Talks. You can check it on my website.
Okay. And what is your website, by the way, again?
www.maggieabs, Maggie, I'll spell Maggie, MAGGIEABS.
Okay.
.com.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I'm also starting a program where we are going to be training. It will be both online and physical, just training people how to work well. You know, many people they love the money, but they don't like working.
Yes. And you need work. You need to create value.
So most of my programs are on my website.
Okay.
People can check them there, and then they give me a clarity call. We talk about it.
Okay, nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
You're really. So if for young women or women, period, that are looking to start their business, what is the one advice that you would give them to start their business or to prosper in their business?
One thing, just be confident and step out, because I realized, having been in engineering and in the business world, many ladies they have the fear, the commonly said imposter syndrome, we feeling I'm not good enough. Just go. After all, if you fail, you can try again. But if you don't try, you will never know. You can try, fail, but keep trying. So one thing is step out with confidence.
That's right.
Put your best foot forward and go.
Exactly.
And as you get to go, you get friends, it unveils, you learn, and you're able to do it well. And in fact, many people who are making it worldwide will tell you, we tried not once, not twice.
Oh, so many times. So many times.
Yeah. Tweak it and moving, tweak it and moving.
Yes. And the fear you're always going to have, because as your goals get bigger, you're always going to have fear.
Yes.
The thing is to step out and to do it anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yes.
Yes. Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you would want to add to this discussion that I didn't bring up, or that you think is important for other women to hear?
Wow. I just want to let them know, when life gives you a second chance, grab it and run with it. You know, I've not finished talking about my story, because they can get it in my book.
Yes.
But even last year, 2021, I suffered COVID. And it was my second time. I also suffered it in 2020.
Wow.
But during that time when I was in isolation, this book, I had written it for 6 years. But when I was in isolation, I decided to finish and have it published. So I know you're going through a hard time now, but there's still something you can do. So don't waste your crisis. In fact, it is more tragic to go through a crisis and learn nothing about it. And I know ladies, we go through so much, so much. But again, we are very strong if you look at the flip side of it. So when you're going through, take time, relax, reflect. But once you have had it figured out altogether, wake up again and start moving on. It will amaze you how much power you have to bring it to an end.
That's right.
Thank you.
Oh, I enjoyed this interview, Margaret. You are a powerhouse. You're ambitious. Oh, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And again, lastly, never say never. We left it at my first surgery. I also had another second surgery in India.
Okay. Wow. Really?
Yeah, and even then I left my kids now, they were very young, yet I had to be away.
Okay.
Yeah, but now immediately I came back from India, I enrolled in the next level for my engineering exam. So I have a higher national diploma. So people are like, this brain has gone through so much. Why are you torturing it?
But you're not torturing it. You are not torturing it.
It's not torturing it. It's just trying to put the best ahead.
That's right.
So never relax. Keep moving. Keep moving. Yeah. You step after step. You will realize how powerful you are when you keep moving. Because I was able to do so well in my exams. And I had just had just after my surgery, then I enrolled for that exam. And engineering isn't easy.
Yeah.
So I just want women out there to be encouraged. I want them to give it their all. I want them to know, even if you're going through a tough time, let it not define you.
That's right.
Yes, you're a powerhouse. You're able to make it. You're able to move. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, everyone. This is Coach Clayton, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Women Empowering Women. Please don't forget to subscribe or follow me for more interesting interviews and life advice tips.